Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Republicans have a tough road to hoe in this election coming up. Their presidential candidate is not the most likable guy in the world. There are a lot of questions surrounding his taxes. Like, did he even pay any in some years when he was making millions of dollars? And if he didn't have something to hide, he'd have released the tax forms by now because he's getting killed on that. So obviously, there's some problems there. They're on the wrong side of women's issues. Women really don't like some of the shit the Republicans have been pulling, both in the states and nationwide. And most Americans support raising taxes for the rich and cutting the middle class some slack, and the Republicans' stance is lower taxes for the rich, raise them for the middle class. So, being on the wrong side of that many arguments, they've come up with what they think is a better way to get elected. And that is by suppressing the vote. Passing all these voter ID laws, making it difficult even to register voters to vote. Remember all those campaigns, how everybody should vote? Now the Republicans are like, no, don't vote. We don't want anybody to vote except for our people. So they yell and scream about voter fraud. However, they are on the record as saying that the whole reason for their voter ID laws is to get Mitt Romney elected. And as a matter of fact, in court papers filed in Pennsylvania, they had to admit that they could not find evidence of the voter fraud that they claim is happening. As a matter of fact, if you really want to find voter fraud, you have to look at the Republican Party. The most recent conviction for voter fraud was the election commissioner of Michigan, a Republican. So there is no voter fraud problem. It doesn't exist. The Republicans have even had to admit it under oath. But in order to fix this non-existent problems, the Republicans are willing to take away the right to vote from millions of eligible, legal American citizens. Now here's their problem. If they're successful in this effort, the 2012 elections will be invalid. The government that is elected will be illegitimate. It would be perfectly in accord with the Constitution of the U.S. to overthrow that government. For the first time in American history, it will be legal to assassinate the president and any of his successors. I don't think we want to go down that road. Thanks for listening.